Flosstube. This is Katie. I am Katie, otherwise known as Crafty Peacock Stitchery. That is my name on Instagram. And this is my first Flosstube video. I'm gonna give this a try. I don't know how this is gonna go. So, sorry if I'm, really awkward. But y'all make Flosstube look like so much fun. And I want to play. So, here I am. Wanted to share my stuff with you guys and hopefully make some friends. Maybe. I don't know. But my cross stitch hobby has just exploded since like a year ago when I discovered all the cross stitch community that exists on the internet now. Like, I've cross stitched since I was, little. My mom taught me when I was young, and I cross stitched off and on up until about college, and then I really started doing it more frequently. But it's always been, something I just did by myself. I never had friends that cross stitched. I never had a cross stitch group. And now I stumbled over this online community of all of these people that are sharing their cross stitch with each other and doing things together. Stitch alongs? What? You could stitch along with people? That was what I thought. I was like, you can stitch with people? That's mind blown. So I fell down that rabbit hole hard. I didn't fall. I swan dived into that rabbit hole. And I'm not coming out. I like it down here. So I wanted to share what I had with you guys. Yep. So I figured I'd start with whips. I've got a few. Used to be a monogamous stitcher, just work on one thing, and that is not the case anymore. But I'm getting a lot of stuff done. So I figured I'd start with whips and do the finishes that I've finished up recently. Show a little bit of haul. I've got a little bit, not a whole lot. And some plans, some things that I've got but I have not started stitching yet. So we're gonna start with Harry Potter. Oh, I love this one. And I'm sure most of you recognize it. It's the giant Harry Potter from Cloud's Factory. A lot of people are doing it. I'm doing it too. It's awesome. I love it. So much fun. I love just stitching like one little sprite and being like, yay, a finish. It's not really a finish, but I can tell my brain it's a finish. Close enough. Here it is. Yeah. I've gotten a good bit done. I always, I just am stitching on one little thing and I'm like, oh, I don't feel like I've done a whole lot. And then I actually spread it out and I'm like, whoa, it's big. This is stitched on 32 count Jobelin in ivory. I got it from 123 Stitch. I kind of wish I'd gone for linen now, but I'd never stitched on linen at this point and I was a little scared of it. So I branched out to even weave from Ada, which, by the way, up until, a few months ago, I never really knew that you could stitch on anything but Ada. Like, Ada was what you stitched on, right? You cross stitch, you stitch on Ada. And now I'm like, oh, look at that dye, that dyed linen. That's really pretty. That one has sparkles. I like sparkles. Oh, I love me some sparkle. My other whip, my other one, like I've only got two. My next whip. I'm a huge nerd, so you're gonna see a lot of nerdy stuff from me. FYI. The exploding TARDIS. My husband and I love Doctor Who. Love it. And yeah, I saw on Reddit someone had finished this one and they were showing like their finished piece and it was so pretty. I was like, oh yeah, I need that. I need that in my life. So got the pattern. I went and bought the pattern like that day. I was like, this is happening. I'm doing this. I love it. And since this one is full coverage, I am doing it on Ada. I don't see any point in making stitching full coverage harder on myself by trying to, you know, skip holes. Not doing that to myself. But I am doing diagonal stitching on this one, and I love it. I had started doing cross country at first, like you can see down here, but now I have changed to the diagonal stitching, and yeah, I am much happier with it like this. So much quicker. It's easier to keep track of where I am, especially right up in here. It's like a lot of grays and blues, and they're all like kind of the same, except they're not. It actually matters where they go, you know, because that's what the pattern is for. But I am excited to get into something other than grays and blues. I'm about to start, like right here, some browns and golds, and yeah, I can't wait for that. I haven't picked this one up in a while. I may do that this weekend a little bit more. It's my only full coverage piece, and I expect it to take quite a while. Oh, by the way, look at this project bag. It's got elephants on it. I love it. I love this elephant. I think he's my favorite. So pretty. I did make this one. I sew. Got my sewing machine back there. I've got two more over here. Well, a serger and a sewing machine. But yeah, I've got a little tassel, a little multicolored tassel fit. Oh, and I guess I could show you what Harry Potter lives in. I love this one too. Oh, so colorful. I didn't even notice this when I first got it, but there are like butterflies in here. I think. Yeah, there they are. Like, I just saw flowers. And then I happened to pick for the interior fabric bees. Oh, I love bees. And these are so cute. Adorable. It's got a little green tassel. So yeah, Harry Potter lives in that one. Sorry for my squeaky chair. I need to WD-40 it. My next one is probably my most intimidating piece that I've started to attempt. Where's the... Dang it, where'd it go? It's not here. Huh. Oh, no? Hold please. Here it is. Okay. Teresa Winsler. And this is the peacock tapestry is what she calls it. My mom found this kit at a yard sale for dirt cheap. It had not been started, but all of the floss was with it. The pattern was with it. The pattern was in immaculate condition. I have since highlighted on it. I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know what I had. I had no idea what this designer was, that, you know, her patterns are sought after, like, or that they're expensive. I had no idea. I was just like, highlight the pattern. Now, to be fair, her patterns are, this pattern anyway, is one that is hand done, and it's not super clear like where the every 10th line is, where you know how sometimes they're bolded. So I highlighted every 10th line so I wouldn't go blind trying to stitch this one. But I know better now. I know about working copies. That thought never occurred to me beforehand. Anyway, I'm not terribly far on this one, but it's coming along. I haven't worked on this one in a little while, but I love the leaves on this. They're so cute. So many blended colors. It's all blended. I'm pretty sure every single one in here is blended. So this is the one that I do when I really want a challenge. I really want to stretch my cross-stitch muscles. That's the one that I work on, and I expect to be working on it for quite some time. Next is a fairly recent one. I got a new job. Well, I'm with the same company, but I switched to a different department, and for my new cubicle, I've decided to stitch this. I stitch Rovia. It's so cute. Love it. It's bigger than I thought it was going to be. I don't know why I thought that this was going to be quick. I was like, I could probably get that done like before I start. I had like 2 weeks of notice before I was transferred to this other department. But anyway, I did decide to change the colors. So I love the colors that she picked, but I wanted to change them to my company's colors. So, and I am doing this on Vintage Cedar Plank by Lakeside Linen. And it's so pretty. I love how it's coming together. My company's colors are red and white and gray, by the way. So the words office are going to be in red. And sweet is in white/gray. I don't know what I'm going to do with the flowers yet. Like at the top and bottom. We'll see. I'll make it up as I go. But like my new cubicle has a fair amount of space to like hang stuff up. I'm kind of excited because the one before did not have anything really as far as like wall space, and what I had to be used for like notes that I used for my job. So I didn't really have much in the way of decoration, but this one has a lot more room, and there's gonna be a fair amount of cross stitch in my desk, I think. Next, I love this pattern. It is so cute. I ran across it at the very first cross stitch shop I've ever went to, which is Sassy Jack's Stitchery in Weaverville, North Carolina. Great store. I would have been in there for a lot longer if I didn't have my husband with me, who was hungry, poor thing. I was hungry too. I was ready to eat. But yeah, I could have stayed in there all day. But, sorry for the glare. Amy Brukin Designs, and it's called Self-Medicate with Cross Stitch. I cracked up in the store when I saw this. I thought it was hilarious, and I was like, I need that. I need that one. So I've got all the floss for it. Got the called for everything, because I wasn't leaving there without it. Yeah. And this is the first one I've ever done over-dyed floss for. I've always done DMC or just whatever's in the kit, you know. Oh, these are so pretty. I love this one. I think this one's my favorite. Look at that. It's actually showing up very true. I've got a window like right there, so you're getting a lot of natural light. And I love this. This is bandana. So pretty. These are all classic colorworks, by the way. And this purple, look at this purple. Oh, I love all the colors in this. So pretty. I am doing this on Weeks Dye Works Tin Roof. It is the called for linen, 32 count by the way. Everything so far except for the TARDIS has been 32 count. The TARDIS is done 18 count Ada. 32 count is kind of my happy place. But yeah, that's pretty great. This is so much fun. I'm not a fan of doing like the little pink dots. That said, I do like the way they look. I think it's adorable. They're just kind of annoying. And the Weeks is a little bit greener in life, I think. I think it's showing up a little washed out. So it is a little more green in person. But that one is also going to be at work, I think. I think I've got a good spot for that one. And I actually have a finish that I'm not going to be able to show this time because I took it to work. I recently started designing cross-stitch patterns. I decided to try to fund my habit a little bit and not just spend all my money on cross-stitch stuff. So I did open an Etsy shop and there is literally one pattern in there right now. It's called Pile of Joy and it's an autumn pattern. It's cute, it's little, it'll fit in a 4x6 frame. But I'll try to remember to bring that back before I do my next video and show it then. And then I have got, if you guys ever seen that watercolor like human parts, like human organs, like the heart and lungs and brain. I got the brain. I love it. It's like left brain, right? I think it's so pretty, and all of those colors. I have to really watch myself on this pattern because I've had to frog quite a bit on this one. And weirdly, I've frogged more over here than over here. I think I trust myself too much over here. I can't do that. Can't trust myself. I gotta count. Gotta keep counting. Yeah. This is how far I am on this one. And I am doing this one on 32 count Vintage Smoky White by Zweigart, and it's a stamped. So like the back, I had a thing over here. I must have put it somewhere. Anyway, so like the back doesn't have any modeling on it, and the modeling is very subtle. It is extremely subtle. You can kind of see it. Kind of a light taupe kind of modeling. But oh, I love all the colors on this. And I'm planning on doing a cross stitch wall next to my stitchy spot, and I think this will go over there. So pretty. So pretty. Let's see, am I missing anything? Okay, no, that's all my whips. Just making sure I wrote everything down because in the moment I'll forget. So now finishes. One of the first finishes I've done for a while was this one. Mario. My husband and I are both huge geeks. Like, yeah, we like all the geeky stuff, the nerdy stuff. And we both played this game when we were little. I I had it down to muscle memory, man. I could go through it. I can't play it now. Oh, can't. Okay, I can, but I'm not good at it. I die a lot. I swear I put that nearby. Ha! Here it is. I did have it nearby. Okay. So you can kind of not see through it. Yeah, pretty cute. And this pattern is from an Etsy shop that no longer exists, I think. Stitchline on Etsy. She just kind of disappeared recently. I don't know if it was like a copyright issue or if she just decided it wasn't her thing anymore. But I can't find this pattern anywhere else now, so sorry. But there are probably similar things out there if you wanted to look for it. It was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed this one. It was really quick. It didn't take me too long to do. It's taken me a long time to frame it. I've started my pile of shame where I've finished all the things and then never framed them. I'm going to frame these though. I got the frames. I got all 3 of the laundry series by Hands On Design. I love these. They're so cute. Oh, they're adorable. I love the little dresses and shirts at the bottom on this one. I love all of it. Love it. Stamp. Yeah, this one's great. But I did get frames for all of these at the same time. They all match. And I'm going to put them all up in my laundry room. This is self-service. Oh, sorry, the other one was called Irony, if you hadn't guessed. This one is called Loads of Fun. And Hands On Design released all of these together. They kind of go as a set. They're separate patterns, so you have to buy them separately. And then here's the one that I actually have managed to frame. Never ending. It doesn't end ever. But at least I will have cute cross stitch in my laundry room to keep me company while I lament over the fact that I have yet another load. So, but don't you love these frames? They're so cute. They were like super cheap. I got them on sale. They were like clearance at Big Lots. Got all 3 of them together. Oh, I love them. It's not real wood, it's plastic, but from a distance you can't tell. And that's okay. It doesn't all need to be authentic wood, you know, whatever. So that's all my recent finishes. Hopefully I'll have more finishes to show soon. I don't know. We'll see. But I do want to have a section for haul because look at this. Look at all of this, man. It's a crystal fabric, but I pictured this plus so you can kind of see some of the sparkle on this one. This is their dyed Gothic. It's so pretty. It looks like a night sky. That's why I got it. I wanted it to look like the universe. And I think it's about as close as I'm gonna get to getting that kind of look. And it is a 40 count. This is the first 40 count I have ever purchased. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little scared of this. Just looking at it, like, having trouble telling like what the weave and the weft is, because like I know with linen, like, you're supposed to go down by a specific like vertical post, and I can't really tell which one is that would be, where to start. So anyone who has tips for starting on 40 count linen that is a really tight weave like this, leave a comment and help a girl out, because I really want to start this. I have a piece in mind for this. I bought this for a very specific pattern, and I really want to start it, but I'm scared. I'm scared. I want to do this on it. Again, we're huge nerds, so this is one of my favorite TV shows, Stargate. If you don't immediately recognize it, it means you haven't watched the show. But this symbol is the symbol for Earth, so home is where the heart is. That's the symbol for dialing home. And I want to do it on this and all of the black on here. I want to do it in white. I'll just use DMC white. And then this, I have a variegated DMC that's like a light blue and a really light blue, like a really pale blue. And I want to do it in little circles and ripples, so it kind of looks like the event horizon of the Stargate. And anyone who knows the shows knows what I'm talking about. Sorry if you don't know what I'm talking about. It's too much to explain right at this second, but it's something in the show. So I'm really excited for that. But that pattern is huge. The pattern is like 254 by 254. So in order for it to not take up half of the wall that I hang it on, I had to go to a really high count fabric to keep it, you know, manageable. And yeah, I'm intimidated by that fabric. Next one is this. This is Lakeside Linen. Vintage tarnished silver. It's really pretty. And I bought this for a specific pattern as well. I can't show it. I only have the pattern. And it was a freebie, but I still don't feel comfortable showing the pattern. It's Stitcher's Gonna Stitch by the Blue Flower. I got it at Sassy Jack's. She just put it in my bag because she's great. And it was just a freebie when I bought Self-Medicate. And I got this to stitch that on. I'm gonna do a floss toss and really figure out like what colors I want to go with, because the pattern calls for silks. And while that is very tempting, I've got a lot of floss that I should probably use instead. I don't know if I'm ready to drop that kind of money on silk floss, but I figured I would find a linen that was maybe a little out of my normal comfort zone. And I saw a review that said this one is kind of purple, and it is. It's a very purplish lavender gray. So it's still kind of neutral, but it's not really a neutral. I'm branching out a little bit. I mean, I say branching out, you know, I got that, but whatever. And the most recent thing I got is this. This is so cool. I had never considered that something like this actually existed. It's a cross stitch gauge. It's kind of cool. Like I can only assume that you use this by like laying it down on the fabric and seeing which one it lines up with, like every tick mark lines up with a thread on the fabric to see what the count is. I assume that's how you use it. Clearly I have not used it yet, but I figure it'll come in handy. So if I get a mystery linen, I can just use this instead of stitching a little bit one way, stitching a little bit the other way, and then seeing what it comes out to. I think this will be a little easier for me. Hi.
Hi, do you like tea?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Something with caffeine.
Okay.
Take me one.
Huh?
Take me one.
Okay.
Sorry, guest visitor. If you'd waited just a little bit longer, I would have been done. I'm not too far off. Oh, 30 minutes, that's actually a pretty good time. Okay. plans. I've already shown you one plan. That is my Stargate. The other one is this. Letters from Mom by Jeanette Douglas. Oh, it's so pretty. Look at that. Look at that peacock. Look at it. By the way, have you not noticed, like, peacock feathers? There's peacock colored stuff over here. You can't see it, but there is a peacock tapestry right here. And a peacock statue. Maybe I'll be able to get them in the background one day. Because right now I've got like this jury-rigged thing where I've got my phone propped up. Maybe I'll get a tripod. So I can get those in the shot. But I love peacocks. And I am doing this for my birthday start. My birthday is in 2 weeks, just under 2 weeks. And I found this and I was like, yeah, that's it. That's my birthday right there. That's what I want. So pretty. And I got the called for linen, which is Picture This Plus Legacy in 36 count. It also says you can use Platinum by Swagart, but I got it from 123 Stitch and they just said this is the call for linen, so that's what I got. I like it. Also never stitched on 36 before, so see how that goes. It came with one of the flosses that you're supposed to use. And then I got the other flosses for it. This is the one it came with. So like, there we go. It's variegated yellowish, greenish blue. And then the others are Gentle Arts. And there's not many flosses in this one, which I was thankful for. It wasn't super expensive to get up. But there's the others. I like this one. It's pretty. If I have enough after I do this one, I may try to use this in Stitcher's Gonna Stitch with the Lakeside Linens Vintage Tarnished Silver. I think that'll be pretty. But yeah, got those. I kind of want to do a birthday sal with this, but I don't know what I would call it. You know, like, I don't know. You guys have any ideas for a birthday sal hashtag for Instagram? Let me know. Like maybe favorite animals, because peacocks clearly are my favorite animals. Stitch your favorite animal? Favorite animal sal? I don't know. Yeah, if you have any ideas, leave me a comment. And if you want to do some kind of sal and you have an idea for what I could make it, let me know. I'm going to be starting this on my birthday regardless. But it'd be kind of cool to make a birthday sal out of it. I think that would be fun. We'll see. Hope I didn't just flash the pattern. Oh well. Can't hardly see any of it anyway, and it's kind of a complicated pattern. It's not that complicated, but it's got some specialty stitches. But yeah, and that kind of wraps it up. That's all I've got for you guys today. We'll see if I actually upload this. If you're watching this, clearly I did. It's hard to not look at myself instead of the camera. Sorry. I'm gonna have to get used to that. So yeah, this has been fun. I got a little bit better as time went on. Still kind of nervous. Still unsure if I'm actually going to upload this. We'll see. But thank you very much. I'm going to go get the tea that my husband just told me that he was making for me. I'm excited to see what he picked. Oh, and we are going to go watch Endgame with some friends, and we decided to wear Marvel t-shirts. Because one of his coworkers has like this in-home theater with like a projection style thing, and he wants to play with it. It's new for him, so he wants people to come over and enjoy it with him. So we're gonna go watch Avengers Endgame again. That's gonna be fun. But thank you for joining me. I hope you come back. Let me know if you want to join in a Sal, or if you have any kind of ideas about what to call it. And if you have any questions, let me know. I'll answer what I can. Until next time, if there is a next time, I'm kind of thinking there will be. I'm talking myself into it. But yeah, until next time, y'all be your awesome selves and continue to be amazing. See ya.